Well, thank you very, very much, and good evening to you. Magic is truly an international art form. Transcends national boundaries, transports you to a world of fantasy. Me, well, literally around the world. 9 years ago, I stood on the Great Wall of China, surrounded by Chinese, which I guess is not too surprising. I performed these rings. And I chose again to do them tonight because they're symbolic of the links that are forged between the manufacturers and the suppliers and the students. It seems to me that that chain is only as strong as its weakest link, and it's as strong as the strength of all of you combined. When the Chinese watched me perform these rings, they thought to themselves the same thoughts that you're thinking right now. Just like you, they were thinking to themselves, 你好吗？借我在哪里? You don't speak Mandarin? That means, would he let me get my hands on one of those rings? The answer is, of course, I'd be absolutely delighted to. Well, I know I step out into the audience, and you don't know if I'm really passing these out or not. Would you do me a favor and just hold up that ring so they can see it there? That's good. It's a little hard for them to see in the back. Could you stand where you are? That's great. Oh, and then hold up the ring. Can you stand a little taller? No, not on your chair. No, that's not safe. It's a little rise right down here. If you just stand on this little rise. Just the first, that's right. Just on the first rise, you'll be a little taller. That's good. Hold up. One more step up, if you would, please. That's good. Can't see. Just one more step up, if you would, please. Welcome to show business. Give her a nice round of applause, won't you, please? Hi, what's your name?
My name is Bobby.
Hi, Bobby. Very nice to meet you.
Nice.
Anything wrong with the ring? Any breaks, gaps, holes? It's a beautiful ring. Any holes in it?
Except for this crack.
Any holes? Any holes? Just one large hole right through the center. You notice that one? Good. They put that there to keep it from being a plate. That's why. Do you deal with those things, plates, from time to time? Yes? Yes. Do you ever deal with pizza? Good. I brought one for you.
You brought me a pizza? Lovely. On top of prime rib.
I thought maybe you wouldn't have had dinner, so I brought you pizza, yes.
I was hungry.
Somebody was hungry.
John.
I know. We'll do a little pizza magic. Would you just hold that for just a moment? Don't go away. Maestro, could I have a little bit of music as we introduce the 4 food groups?
Something's missing. Stay there.
Hold that flat, please.
Flat.
Flat.
Milk.
A mixing supply. A magic wand. Well, that's not quite appropriate. How about a spoon? There we go. Little pepperoni. Good. Some tomatoes. And, of course, some instant pizza mix.
Spices.
Yes. 1 pepperoni. Some tomatoes.
Oh, flour.
Yeah, a little mess. And, of course, that takes care of it. Wait, you're not done yet? Because I know you're asking that basic question of yourself.
How do you do that?
How do you do that? Right. Where does a magician keep his magic powers? I know that's the question that's running through your mind.
How do you do that?
You seem a little nervous up here. I have to admit, just a little bit
Just a
nervous.
little.
Are you feeling a little nervous?
Oh, of course.
I understand why
I'm
you might
afraid
feel
of magicians.
nervous. Here you are up on stage with this magician, this
It's never happened to me before.
Man who's...
Sorry.
Here's this man who's endowed with these superpowers.
Right.
Do you know where a magician keeps his powers?
Uh-huh.
You do? Maybe I better not pursue this.
Private joke.
Would you be curious to see where I keep my powers?
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Nice to know
good.
what
I'll
to say.
have to take off a little clothing first. I'll be right back. I've got them packaged.
That's nice.
Yes. Not so fast. If you'll first take off, how about a ring?
Nobody said anything about
But I'd like to have you holding the powers first before I take the ring from you. You see, I also have here a piece of tissue paper.
Not to blow your nose.
No, but to borrow your ring. Oh, that's beautiful. Is it a wedding ring?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's got symbolic shapes on it. I promise to take very good care of this ring. As a matter of fact, I'll take as good care of this ring as you take care of my powers. Is that real gold?
I don't know.
There's a simple test for those of you who are curious about such things. You simply heat the ring gently. A little warmth applied to it and meet.
Uh-oh. That's what I was afraid of.
Well, I'm sorry to be the first to tell you. That means it wasn't real, and thank you very much. You've been a great sport, a great help. She's just reminded me that she has me by the powers. I'll cooperate. Come a little closer, I have no choice. You've been holding that since before you gave me the ring. Undo the little ribbon that holds it shut, if you would, please. Good, I'll take that from you. Take a quick peek inside the package. Tell everybody what's in there.
Your powers.
How do they look?
Stale.
Oh.
Sorry. Very, very French.
They're beautiful. You see what's there? What is it?
Yeah.
Tell them all what's there.
Well, it's a rose. And it's a piece of pizza.
It's Zippy.
It's
Zippy. Hold up Zippy so they can see Zippy. Hold it up. Turn him sideways. You've got him backwards.
But he's got
He's got. There you go. It won't fall off.
right.
Look, somebody sent you a package along with the flowers. Don't let go of Zippy.
Right.
You can see there's something in there by the weight. Look. Inside of this package that you've been holding this whole time. Inside of this package, there is
Real gold.
real gold. A ring which looks amazingly like your ring, and that's because this is the very ring you were wearing as you stepped up here. This is the ring that will fit you precisely like the ring you were wearing as you stepped up here. That's because this is the very ring you had on, and you may keep this ring as a souvenir of the show, and because it belongs to you. The corsage, though, on the other hand, doesn't belong to you. It belongs to Zippy. And Zippy would like to have you keep it as a gift from him. As a matter of fact, Zippy would like to be your date for the rest of the evening. And you may keep both of them as a gift from Tony's. People go, that's incredible. How do you do that? I say, very well, thank you very much. But they're not satisfied. They want an explanation. They want to see how it works. They really want to know exactly what goes on to make magic happen. Well, it's a matter of teamwork, really. I'll show you what I'm talking about. It's a gentleman sitting right back there. Excuse me, ma'am, next to you. Is he with you tonight? Yes, that one there? Yeah? Is he busy? Could I borrow him? Yes? Won't you give him a nice round of applause? He joins me up here on the center of the stage. Give you a front row seat. Oh, you're bringing your glasses up, huh? Okay. A lot of good it'll do you, but that's all right. Look, if the rest of you happen to see what I'm doing, please don't shout out. Don't say, oh, it's gone up his pocket. It's in his sleeve. Hi, what's your name?
Howard.
Hi, Howard. Nice to meet you. Make yourself comfortable. We're going to play a little game. That's right. Oh, nice outfit. You've got your little name tag there, I see, Howard. Is that actually accurate there?
Yes.
Retired in Warren, Michigan. Is that right? You tell me something. Do you carry anything in your outside pockets? Nothing like that? Oh, here's what I want you to do. Do you follow directions well?
Try.
Good. Hold up your right. We're going to play a little game, okay?
Okay.
Hold up your right hand. Fold in the thumb. Fold down all the fingers except for the first one. Wrong one. Good. That's why it's important to follow directions. Don't move. Hey, ha, hey. Great. Bring it down in front of you, one finger on each side if you would, please. Good. Familiar position, Howard? Oh, I'm sorry, it's coming off the bottom. Do you see that? That's terrible. I know that upsets many of you. Let me turn it over so it comes off the top. This burning social issue is so intense that people are known to go into their friends' homes and to reverse the offending role. Are you one of those? Howard, it's a very simple game. You can relax a little bit. Now, you don't have to bend forward, just relax a little bit. In New York, we play it with 3 little shells and a pea. Here, we're going to play it with simply 2 hands and a piece of paper, and all you have to do is try and figure out where the paper is, which hand it's in. Okay, no help from your friends. If you can, just try and figure out which hand it is. I have to warn you, though, I will try and fool you. If I move too fast, you slow me down. You say, Peter, you're moving too fast, so try and slow down. So here we go, very slowly. You can take a finger out and point. Where do you think it is, right hand or left hand? That's very good. Have you seen this before? You're doing great. No? Good. Come right in on top of this one. I want you to watch really closely. Go ahead, right hand or left hand. You can point. Take a finger out and point. Yes, that's 2 out of 2. Not bad at all. Come right in. Look, if I go too fast, you just let me know. I'll do this for you really slowly, okay? Here you go. Right hand or left hand. No, you see, you should have stuck with the right hand. You were doing great on the right hand. Okay, let's use a fresh one here. Come on in a little bit closer, if you would, please. I want you right in on top of this one. Come on, I'll do this for you really slowly, all right? Right hand or left hand. You can try and point. No, okay, now we're even now. That's 2 and 2. Here we go. Howard, come right in on top of this one. If I go too fast, you just let me know, okay? If I go too fast, tell you what, I'll do it real slowly there. Go ahead, right hand or left hand. No! I'm on a winning streak now. Okay, Howard. I'll tell you what, I'm so far ahead, I'm going to take a real shot. Come right in. I'll do this for you real. I'll tell you what, I'll just use the right hand out of the way. There you go, right hand or left hand. Go ahead. Take a wild guess. No! Okay, good. No, that's okay. All right, come right in. Look, I'll tell you what. Let me make this really simple for you. I'll show you really slow. Here's what.
Maybe I should take the glasses off.
Maybe it would help. You could if you wanted to. I'll tell you what. I'll make it easy for you. Just wave your hand over the top of that one. Say go.
Go.
And it actually does disappear. Not bad, huh? Let me slow it down. I'm going too fast. Come right in on top of this one. Come right in on top of this one. I want you right in. Yeah. Not too far in. If you get too far in, you're never going to follow it. Look, sometimes I roll up in a little tiny ball, snap the fingers. When I do that, that causes the ball to disappear absolutely and completely. When I want to bring it back again, I just tap like that. It comes back again. Pretty amazing, huh? Mm-hmm. Come right in on top. I told you not too far in. You're never going to follow this if you want. You're going to follow this really closely. Come right in on top of this one. I'll do this for you really slowly. Wave your hand over the top of it. Go ahead. Say go. It's gone. Pretty amazing. Huh? Look, let me do this for you one more time. Howard, are you following what I'm doing? Come right in. Come right. You're trying to, but you're not. No, it's okay. Don't worry. I'm not going to do anything to you. I promise you. I'll do it for you. Oops, excuse me. I'll do this for you really slow. You see, you know what I was thinking about doing here? I was thinking about actually taking this and putting that right in there, but I wouldn't do that to you. You know why? That would be cheating. Right. So let me do it for you really slow. Here you go. Wave your hand over the top of that. Say go. Gone. Let me do it for you really slowly. I rolled onto a little tiny ball just like this, okay? Snap the fingers just like this. Now, when I do that, that causes it to disappear. When I do, you know where it is.
No.
No?
No.
It's back in your top pocket. Go ahead. Take a look. Show them all. Now, you know why you couldn't see that when that went in there? You really weren't looking. No, really. Come here. Come in a little bit closer. I'll do this for you really slowly. Wave your hand over it. Wave your hand over it. Say go. Back in the pocket. No, Howard, right back there. Show him. Howard, come right in. Look. If I go, look, I may go too fast. Wave it over your hand. Go ahead. Say go. Back in the pocket, Howard. No, wrong pocket. Inside pocket. Way in there. Go ahead. Take it out. Show him. Show him. You know why you couldn't see? You weren't watching. Come right in. Look, I'll do this really slowly. Wave your hand over it. Say go. Back in the pocket. Go ahead. Show him. You know what the problem is? I'm moving much too fast, so I'll slow it down just a little bit. If I go too fast, you just let me know. Here we go. Wave your hand over it. Say go. Back in the pocket. No, wrong pocket. My pocket over here. That was the hard one. Look, Howard, look, I'll do this for you really slowly. Just wave your hand over the top of it, just like, say go. Not bad, huh? Sometimes you want to bring it back in, you just do it like this. You tap the hand, it comes back again, just like that. Isn't that pretty amazing? Yeah, let me explain it to you. Come right over here. I'll do this for you really slowly. Wave your hand over it. Go ahead. See, it's gone, just like that. Look, you know what the problem is? It's too small, Howard. We'll make it a little bit larger. You can't miss this one, Howard. If you miss this, we're in big trouble. Go ahead, a little puff on it. Say go, it goes.
Go.
Not bad, huh? Oh, I'm sorry, it didn't go. There's a little blow on it, a little puff.
Go.
Say go, it's gone. Amazing. No idea? No, it's all over your head. No, I'll explain it. Oh, you saw the one right here? Here you go, just a little puff you would play. Say go! Amazing. Look at my jacket. Okay, Howard, look, I'll just stand up for a second. Go ahead, turn around. Yes! Finally. Howard, I want to thank you. You know why? You've helped me show an entire audience how important teamwork is. And how a magician makes something look like magic. Because it looked like magic to you sitting right up here the way it would have looked like magic to any one of them if they'd been up here and you'd been back out there laughing at who was sitting up here. Sometimes we get so close to a problem we can't see what's going on, and that's where the teamwork comes in. That's where you need a distant perspective sometime to give you an insight into what's going on in your life. I want to thank you very much for being part of the team. You know, we were playing for a drink. I'll have a vodka tonic. Actually, as a way of saying thank you very much, we have a gift for you, a bottle of champagne for you to enjoy with your friends. Won't you give him, please, a terrific round of applause? Howard, I thank you very much. Thank you very much. One last little souvenir for you, Howard. See, that's the wonderful thing about magic. You get all caught up in it. You stop thinking about things like what's going on at home, where the car's parked, and what they're doing to it right now. That's rare in our lives. Usually we start thinking about the way things used to be or the way things might be if they only change just a little bit. You know, a lot of times you set a goal for yourself and you go out to set it and you go out to complete it. And there may be things that stand in the way. There may be things that don't quite work right. There are a lot of things that can go wrong, and some of the goals that you've set for yourselves, one of those is that of providing healthy, nutritious food for your students. Sometimes those goals are tenuous. They can be broken fairly easily without the cooperation of everyone. Sometimes they're as delicate as a piece of thread. That goal can break anywhere along the way between you and the manufacturer, between the food service director and the food service marketing managers. And of course, the most dangerous and difficult one is when it gets down to the student making its own choice, his own choice, her own choice. At any one point, your goal can be defeated. You can end up with this kind of destruction and problem. But that can be resolved through communication, through understanding, through overcoming the challenges that are facing you. And that's what the magic is that you do. To take those problems, to resolve them. And because you do that in real life, you're the ones who do the real magic. Maestro, may I have a little music, please? We invite you now into the studios to join us once again for the inimitable voice of Mr. Walter Winchell. Good evening, Mr. and Mrs. North America and all the ships at sea. This is Walter Winchell. Let's go to press flash. The year is 1926. Bouncing back from the oppression of war, people luxuriate in a time of great prosperity and flamboyance. And suddenly, in the midst of this great decade, tragedy strikes. For on Halloween Eve, 1926, America loses one of her greatest entertainers. Raised in the little town of Appleton, Wisconsin, where his parents named him Eric Weiss. When he dies 50 years later on that fateful evening in Detroit, the entire world mourns the loss of Harry Houdini. This then is a tribute to Harry Houdini. He was a pioneer in aviation and in films and of course in magic. First man to fly an airplane in Australia. Performed his escapes on the early silent films. First man to make an elephant disappear from the center of the Hippodrome Theater. But more than anything else, he became a legend. He escaped from everything, except his own mortality, and yet even then he cheated death by becoming a symbol in the struggle for freedom. For he refused to submit to any person, any idea, any institution, any prejudice that would hold him back, keep him from being free. And if we aren't free, are we really living? I need the assistance of two ladies. Would you help out? Yes. And a lady from over here, would you help out also? Thank you. Why don't you give them a nice round of applause? Mary? Hi, Mary. If you just stand one on each side of me. Wilma on my right, Mary on my left. You can come a little closer. I don't bite. It's okay. I promise. Ladies, Harry Houdini escaped from everything. He faced challenges every day of his life, just as you do. Every day you go into work, and every day we wake up and there are challenges. It's overcoming the challenges that's interesting. This is one of his greatest escapes. I love this. I think they're going to fit. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a straitjacket. Mary, Wilma first, and then you, or Wilma, Mary first, and then... No, I wouldn't do that to you. I promise, I promise. Grab a sleeve if you would, please. Across the back of the jacket are the buckles. They're located on the back of the jacket so they can't be reached without a great deal of physical pain and contortion. They open and close like ordinary belt buckles. There's a leather strap, goes to the little buckle, little metal tongue goes to the hole in the strap, and then it slips through the retaining loop to keep it from opening accidentally. I'm showing you this because in just a moment, you're going to strap me into this jacket. So with your kind permission, I'd like to slip into something a little bit less comfortable. I'm going to come to the front of that jacket and put my arms inside of it. Once I'm inside, I'm going to ask you to begin buckling at the top buckle, work your way down from the top to the bottom. Oh, thank you. Pull the buckles as tight as you can. Put them in the last hole if they'll reach. I just ask you to begin buckling after I'm inside of the jacket. All right, ladies, if you would please, start at the top, work your way down from the top to the bottom. Pull them as tight as you can. Ladies and gentlemen, this straitjacket is made out of canvas. Heavy, 4-ply, nylon reinforced stitching on the seams. But in life, there are drugs, tobacco, alcohol. They can be straitjackets too if you let them. But the most difficult straitjacket to escape from is the human mind. You ladies will come to a very buckle on the bottom that has no strap. When you're down to that very bottom buckle, just step aside for a moment. That's because the buckle on the back has a strap on the front of the jacket. You want to flip for it? That's okay, I can't do that. Modesty prevails. It's a family show. Excuse me, sir, could I call upon you? Would you be kind? Yes. Gently on this one. That's... What I meant by family show is I'd like to have one after the show. Thanks. If you would please, Mary, grab that sleeve. Grab the canvas with both hands. Wilma, grab the other sleeve. Both hands on the canvas. Count the canvas. That's the leather. The canvas is the white part there. There you go. Good. Hold tight. Now take a step backwards. Backward. That's right. Now pull. I want you to do a tug of war. Real tight tug. That's good. Wilma, she's winning. Good, good, good. Now keep it nice and tight. Wrap it around the body. Keep it nice and tight all the way around to the backside. Go ahead. All the way around. Keep it tight. Keep it tight. That's great. Slip the strap through the buckle. Then Wilma, pull it back towards you. As tight as you can. Mary, watch your fingers. That's great. Slip it through the buckle, slip it through the retaining loop. Ladies, are you satisfied that those buckles are tight? Great. I thank you very much. Won't you give them a nice round of applause? Linda will help you down over here. Thanks. Can you take your seat? Careful on your way down. Oh, we have some help. Ladies and gentlemen, I invite you to use your imaginations. Imagine, if you would, that the spotlight at the end of the room is the headlamp of an oncoming train. I have barely 60 seconds to escape from this jacket before the train passes through the spot on which I'll be standing. If you care to time me on your own watches, feel free to do so. I only ask that you begin timing when I begin to struggle. Would you please bring down the lights? Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you very much. But I hate to close this evening's performance with such a violent image. So as a way of saying thank you and saying goodnight, I'd like to do a very brief piece for you. I'd like to leave you with a thought, too. You know, as you go through life, you're going to find that at some point you might lose some money. It does happen. You may lose a possession, like a ring. Hopefully you get it back as quickly as you did tonight, and hopefully you end up with a corsage and a date to go with it. Sometimes we make friends. Wilma, Mary, thank you very much. Howard, of course. Sometimes we lose friends. Sir, that center strap was a little tight. But one thing that no one can take from us are our memories. They're truly our most precious possession. Ms. Watkins left us with a thought. She said that every executive board seeks to leave a legacy. Harry Houdini left a legacy by challenging and facing every challenge. This year has been an extraordinary year for you, filled with incredible challenges, but also amazing accomplishments. I know that she's going to carry with her some remarkable memories of her own. So as a way of saying thank you and good night, I'd like to share with you one of my most precious memories. You see, when I was a child, I used to go exploring through the house. And in my father's study, with all his mathematics and physics books, was something that always caught my eye. On his desk was a paperweight. It was made out of glass so that you could see through it. And it was filled with water. Inside was a wintry scene, snow on the ground, and when you shook it up, there was a blizzard, a snowstorm. I always wanted to get inside.
Isn't he wonderful? Samuel Peterson. Or Peter Samuelson.